Hello and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News on this Monday, April 20th. I'm Grant Olson. Here's some of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. An East Wenatchee man who fired a handgun in the Wenatchee Valley Mall parking lot in September of 2024 was sentenced in federal court last week. The Manson School District has formed a community task force to help shape its long-range facilities plan. Expect another very mild day tomorrow with afternoon showers and even an afternoon thunderstorm a possibility on Wednesday and as well on Tuesday. Your full local weather forecast is coming up. Two people are dead after a hit-and-run accident late Sunday afternoon in Moses Lake that evolved into a high-speed chase. According to the Washington State Patrol, at about 4:45 p.m., a Toyota Corolla struck a Jeep Grand Cherokee while both vehicles were exiting State Route 17 onto Stratford Road. The Jeep then hit a light pole and rolled over into a ditch, while the Toyota fled the scene. About a half an hour later, while being pursued by Grant County Sheriff's deputies on Road 3 Northeast, the eastbound Toyota crossed the center line and collided with a Dodge Ram pickup. Both occupants of the Toyota were pronounced dead at the scene. Neither has been identified as of this afternoon. The drivers of the Jeep and the pickup were treated at Samaritan Hospital. The pair of crashes remain under investigation. An East Wenatchee man who fired a handgun in the Wenatchee Valley Mall parking lot in September 2024 was sentenced in federal court last week to nearly 18 years in prison. 37-year-old Victor John Stevenson admitted to firing a handgun at the driver of another vehicle in the parking lot on September 4, 2024 as part of an ongoing feud. No one was injured. Stevenson was arrested later that month with drugs in his possession. He was convicted on felony drug trafficking and firearm charges last year and sentenced by U.S. District Judge Rebecca Pennell to 17.5 years in prison. As part of his sentence, he'll be on supervised release for 4 years following his release from prison. Criminal cases against Stevenson in both Chelan and Douglas counties were dismissed to make way for the federal case. A retrial will be ordered in the case of a California man convicted of vehicular homicide in Chelan County. 52-year-old Flim Anthony Gayon of San Jose was attempting to pass westbound traffic on Highway 2 near Coles Corner in August 2022 when he fatally struck an oncoming motorcycle driven by 40-year-old Shane R. Walsh. Wayne Harris, who was then the Chelan County coroner, testified at Gayon's trial and referred to a blood sample from Walsh's body that showed a blood alcohol level of 0.071%. Gayon's attorney Brandon Retrial said the defense was not provided that evidence before the trial and argued in a hearing on Thursday that the oversight violated his client's rights. Superior Court Judge Travis Brandt agreed with Retrial and said he would sign an order for a new trial in this case. That trial date has yet to be scheduled. Dedicated runners lined up once again to take 2 laps around the Apple Capitol Loop Trail, plus a little extra mileage for the annual Wenatchee Marathon. Runners could also try out a half marathon, 10K or 5K option. Reporter Long Tran was at the starting line to talk with some of the competitors, including East Wenatchee's Lauren Hensley, who later racked up a 12th place finish out of 90 marathon entries.
On Saturday, starting at the Numerica Performing Arts Center, many runners and walkers got up bright and early to participate in the 2026 Wenatchee Marathon. The race is comprised of a full marathon, half marathon, 10K, and 5K race along the Columbia River.
I've done marathons in the past, half marathons, so I figured this should be a walk in the park. I just came from the hospital. I clocked out of my 12-hour shift, and I'm here to meet my buddies.
Yeah, so I'm doing the marathon today just because I've never done this distance before. Last year I did the half marathon. I ran my whole life, so did cross country and track in high school and just thought it'd be a cool experience to do the full marathon. I've always wanted to do it.
This is my first marathon of the year, my third marathon in total. I commuted from Tacoma, Washington, so it's about a 3-hour drive. This is actually my first time in Wenatchee. It's a beautiful city. I can't wait. I'm very excited for this marathon.
Reporting from downtown Wenatchee, this is Long Tran NCWLIFE.
When we come back, the weather smiled on the Earth Day Fair held Saturday by Sustainable North Central Washington and Wenatchee Valley College. Police in Washington are falling behind in de-escalation and mental health training that's required by the state. And the population of gray wolves in Washington has reached its highest level to date. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Vape companies have a history of targeting teens. Now, they've been caught red-handed marketing to minors in Washington state and forced to pay millions in a major lawsuit. When it comes to your health, choose what matters. Choose you. Nicotine in vapes can increase feelings of anxiety and depression. Though quitting isn't always easy, it's a great way to care for your mental health. When you're ready to take control of your well-being, choose the Tomorrow Health app. It's free for Washington teens and proven to work.
Click at RV Moses Lake Superstore has gone mad with huge discounts on a huge selection of top brand RVs, which means the lowest prices, factory incentives, and rebates.
You guys gotta beat the spring rush and get in here now.
Shop online and find the floor plan you like, then build it, price it, and click it. Or come to the Moses Lake Superstore. From travel trailers to fifth wheels, toy haulers to motorhomes, the huge RV discount prices are here. Get a better RV and the lowest price guarantee only at Click It RV Moses Lake or clickitrv.com.
Be a winner like me and get to Click It RV.
Hey everyone, Fletcher and Amy Ellington here from Live It Up. In the investment world, ROI stands for Return on Investment. Well, how does better health, better wealth, and better relationships sound for ROI? Join us every week right here on NCWLIFE and learn how to invest in the most important asset, you.
We're going to answer your questions and provide some weekly inspiration so you can create a life that you love. Join us on Live It Up.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
The weather smiled on the Earth Day Fair held Saturday by Sustainable North Central Washington and Wenatchee Valley College. The Wenatchee Valley College campus became a home for live music, vendor booths, informational displays, and free services like bicycle repair. Sustainable North Central Washington aims to help the Wenatchee Valley reduce its volume of waste and its independence on fossil fuels. The fair featured a plant sale, advice on gardening and transportation, and a host of kids' activities. This is the second time the fair has been held at the college. Previous events were hosted at Pybus Public Market. The Manson School District has formed a community task force to help shape its long-range facilities plan. The task force includes 20 community members who will develop a long-range plan for district buildings over the next 25 years. The plan will identify and prioritize the district's most urgent capital needs, address current and projected enrollment and program demands, and ensure the school's learning environment supports academic success. The task force had its first meeting on Wednesday and will continue meeting over the coming months before presenting its final recommendations to the school board. Police in Washington are falling behind in de-escalation and mental health training that's required by the state. A report last week from the state auditor's office found just 16% of veteran officers and 14% of new officers had finished the 40 hours of training that's supposed to be done by 2028. At that rate, less than half of the state's police officers will have finished the training by the deadline set under Initiative 940. That's the police police reform law approved by voters in 2018. Departments with 50% compliance gain access to a new $100 million grant program to pay for more hiring. Police advocacy groups say the process has been slow because officers have to take time away from their duties to complete the training, which reduces the number of police on the street. The population of gray wolves in Washington has reached its highest level to date. The Department of Fish and Wildlife announced Friday that roughly 270 wolves now range across the state, comprising 49 packs and 23 breeding pairs. That's an increase of 40 wolves, or 17%, since the 2024 count. 6 of the wolf packs are new or reestablished after declining in previous years. The agency counts wolves annually using methods like tracking collars, aerial surveys, and trail cameras. About 28 wolves died last year, including 2 that were killed while preying on livestock and 12 that were legally harvested by tribal hunters. A new monument outside the Chelan County courthouse ensures even visually impaired Americans can remain connected to their country's flag. We'll tell you about the new Braille flag coming up in tonight's feature story. Nice weather expected once again tomorrow, with showers and cooler weather into midweek. I'll have all your local weather details, and in sports, Cade Calvin will have weekend softball highlights and scores as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues after these messages.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, your place for fun, food, and friends. Happy hour every day, 2 to 7. Try their brand new menu and famous prime rib every Saturday night. Planning a celebration? Book your holiday party, wedding, or private event, even in their exclusive simulator rooms. Highlander Golf Course and Grill, where every day is a celebration. Visit today.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure, on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
For over 35 years, the Sangster family has been not only representing GMC, but the entire community.
As one of the few family-owned dealerships in Washington, you can count on our personal integrity, which has spanned over 3 generations, to ensure your satisfaction.
Sangster Motors stands behind everything we sell, from GMC professional-grade products and service from a professional-grade dealership.
Remember, caring about your family is what brings you back to ours.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
A new monument outside the Chelan County courthouse ensures that even visually impaired Americans can remain connected to their country's flag. On Friday, the John Kendrick chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution held a dedication ceremony for a new Braille American flag they helped bring to Wenatchee. The effort was a collaboration with the Sons of the American Legion and the American Legion Post 10. Speakers of the event included Ray Hale, a staff sergeant of the U.S. Marine Corps, who is a combat wounded, blinded veteran and Purple Heart recipient, and his wife Patricia, who both advocated for a Braille flag in Wenatchee. In tonight's feature story, NCWLIFE News spoke with John Kendrick Chapter Regent Karen Brown after the dedication ceremony.
The idea came about in 2015, but took a while to get all the permissions and find somebody to manufacture and all. So we got that done by 2022 and turned it over to the county, who said they would do a monument, a base for it, which they have done now. We're very pleased that it's finally completed in our year of 250th anniversary of America. It was just a coincidence. It just I called to see how they're doing on it, and they said, oh, it's all installed. I went, oh, well, we need to do a dedication. So here we are. We really appreciate the American Legion and the Sons of American Legion, because they came through with the remainder of the funds we needed. These plaques are about $400 or $500. Daughters of American Revolution have 3 pillars: education, historical preservation, and patriotism. So we participate in our communities in different ways that we can support those pillars, whether it's giving scholarships with education or having kids participate in Constitution oratory contests associated to American Legion is the guys that do that. We are very patriotic oriented. We all can track our ancestry back to the American Revolution in some capacity. And we have a lot of projects we do supporting the veterans. And as Ray said, being a blinded veteran himself, and his wife Patty Hale was a regent of our chapter at the time, so they brought to our awareness the need for Braille flags for more and more blinded vets as they age.
We really appreciate the joining forces of the patriotic organizations of the DAR and the American Legion and the Sons of the American Legion to give this to our city and to our county and all of Central Washington. The pledge is cut out in script on the white stripes, and on the red stripes is where the pledge is put in Braille on it. And on the right side of each of the stripes, you'll notice just a single Braille configuration, I'll say. And it just is simply labeling the red and the white stripes.
And if you take the time to look at this flag, reach out and touch it. And imagine if you were blind, or you will be someday, through macular and glaucoma and things. Those are the most common eye diseases. What it'd be like to be able to still maintain contact with the greatest flag in the world. It represents freedom more than anybody.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a great weekend. Boy, weather not bad at all throughout the weekend. And today, a nice warm up. It was pretty warm yesterday, but even a touch warmer today. And a nice shot from our Omi Garden tower camera out there. And as we make our way into the next couple of days, we will stay on the warm side today, well over what we should see for this time of year temperature wise. But remember, and I know that if you've been here a long time, you know that the water is still plenty chilly out there. I'm thinking probably 40 to 50 degrees for most area rivers and streams out there and the lakes, but we will see some fast flowing water with some melting going on there. And remember, keep a close eye on children and wear those life jackets, because I know it's so tempting to get out on the river when temperatures are near 80 degrees, and that's what we were today. We'll get to more of your forecast here in a second, but today high temperature unofficially 76 degrees. That's 13 degrees above where we should be at 63 for this time of year. How about 2016? 10 years ago, we topped off at 86 degrees. Our low this morning, 46, 5 degrees above where we should be for our low at 41. And our record low, it has stood for a long time and probably will too at 27 degrees. Sunrise just after 6 a.m. now at 6:03, and sunset just before 8 p.m. at 7:57. Our days, lots of sunshine out there now. All right, let's get you into tonight, and we will see, I should say tomorrow rather, same kind of weather, cloudy skies for the most part out there, but nice and mild. 78 in Moses Lake and Ephrata, 77 for Quincy, a beautiful 76 here in Wenatchee. That also goes for Eniat and Chelan, 74 for Leavenworth, and 75 tomorrow in Cashmere. All right, let's get to tonight now. We will see mostly clear skies. Once again, our warmth being fueled by low pressure, bringing all of that warm flow of air our direction. Mostly clear. Look at these lows tonight. Mid-50s for overnight lows here in the Wenatchee area. For Tuesday, mostly cloudy skies. We could see a 20% chance for maybe a shower. And yes, those are lightning strikes. We could even see a few scattered thunderstorms tomorrow. High temperatures again in the mid-70s. And then at what usually follows warm weather, cooler weather. We'll see some morning showers on Wednesday. That will be your morning commute, giving way to partly cloudy skies and windy conditions Wednesday afternoon. Going to cool back into the mid-60s for Wednesday afternoon high temperatures. And then Thursday, as the Apple Blossom Festival begins, how about this? Sunny and warmer with high temperatures Thursday right around 70 degrees. And as we make our way into the first weekend of Apple Blossom, man, it looks nice, folks. Friday, sunny skies once again throughout Washington State. We will be mild with highs in the mid to upper 60s on Friday, and then get ready for a really nice weekend ahead. Kai's Fiber Youth Parade on Saturday. We will be broadcasting that here on the NCWLIFE channel, and look at that forecast. Sunny and nice. High temperatures in the upper 60s for the parade. Just couldn't ask for better weather. And then as we end our forecast and the weekend on Sunday, our weather's going to stick around. Our nice weather, I should say. Mostly sunny on Sunday. Maybe even a little bit warmer as we end the weekend with high temperatures right around 70 degrees. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Let's take a look at that 7-day outlook, and it's brought to you by Colonial Vista Senior Living in Wenatchee, where comfort, care, and community come together. It's 54 degrees overnight tonight. Not ruling out a shower or maybe even a rumble of thunder tomorrow afternoon. 76 your high temperature. Morning rain giving way to partly cloudy skies and windy conditions on Wednesday, and 65. And then as we get to Thursday and Friday, even Saturday and Sunday, just sunny skies throughout that period. Remember, Apple Blossom begins on Thursday. High temperatures Thursday through Sunday, upper 60s to around 70 degrees. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Cade Calvin and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
NCWLIFE Channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Welcome back in, sports fans. Cade Calvin here with you. We've got varsity baseball highlights and scores. Plus, we speak with a legendary umpire working to give back to the game.
The Wenatchee Panthers hosted the Moses Lake Mavericks in a varsity baseball doubleheader Friday. The Panthers locked it down defensively in Game 1, holding the Mavs to just one run. Raiden Haynes got the start on the bump, throwing 87 pitches for 65 strikes, striking out 4 batters. Wenatchee scored in the first, third, and fourth innings, with 3 different Panthers collecting multiple hits, finishing with 10 as a team. Moses Lake got a few hits late, but couldn't capitalize as Wenatchee took Game 1 7-1. Game 2 brought a little more drama. Wenatchee led 3-1 entering the 5th inning. Owen Irvin led the way at the plate, going 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs. The Panthers held a 6-1 lead into the 6th, but Moses Lake rallied, scoring 4 to make it a 1-run game. Wenatchee answers right back with 2 runs and closed it out for an 8-6 win, completing the sweep. After the games, we caught up with a special guest on the field. Hall of Fame umpire Tim Stevens was behind the plate, part of a statewide farewell tour.
This is about season number 49 for me, and so I'm retired from work, and so I'm planning on going overseas, and so this is going to be my last year on the field, and so I want to take an opportunity to be able to, as having been in charge of things across the state, I've gotten to work with all of the local groups. There are 20 of them across the state, and so kind of as a farewell, I'm working a game at each one of the stops. And so today it's Wenatchee. So far I've been to Toledo, Okanagan, Forks, and I still have some more places ahead of me, just each of the corners of the states, and just getting an opportunity really to get my finger on the pulse of the game before I take off.
Stevens says officiating numbers are declining, and it's a growing concern for the future of the game.
Because I'm leading the game, there are a lot of people that, like me, that every year that are dropping off, that take a lot of the institutional knowledge, the rules knowledge, and are not getting replaced. And we have concerns, especially in the sports of baseball and softball. All officials groups are seeing that there are decreases in numbers, but we really want to get the word out that, hey, officiating's fun. I love this. I've been doing this for almost half a century. I did the math the other day. I just realized I've been doing this for almost 1/3 of the existence of the game. So that's a long time, but it's because I love it. It's because it's a lot of fun. And people don't see that, they see the yelling and all that sort of thing, but it's a great experience. It's a great opportunity to continue to share the field with the kids and have a wonderful time.
Stevens says his goal is simple: to get more people involved and keep the game moving forward.
WashingtonOfficials.com is the Washington Officials Association website. You can go there and you can, whatever sport you're interested in, if it's football, wrestling, we even now have flag football in the state of Washington. And so we need officials in all those sports. So go to WashingtonOfficials.com, put your information in, tell what sport you're interested in, and they will make sure that you get hooked up with a local group, and hopefully that local group will train you, get you on the field or the court.
All right, and in Saturday baseball, this game coming to us from Wenatchee World sports writer Rand Stevens. The Cascade Kodiaks hosting the OMAC Pioneers in a Caribou Trail League doubleheader. Cascade looking to bounce back, coming out strong in Game 1. The Kodiaks held a 4-3 advantage into the 6th, but OMAC rallied late, using patient hitting to pull away for the 7-5 win. OMAC head coach Tyler Wells says his team's bats came alive down the stretch. And in Game 2, the Pioneers, they keep it rolling. OMAC scores 7 runs in the first inning, setting the tone early. Cascade fights back with a 5-run stretch, including a clutch triple from Eli Phipps. But OMAC holds on, using strong pitching and defense to secure the 13-7 win, completing the doubleheader sweep. Alrighty, now Rand's got some scores from Saturday for us. Lots of doubleheader action. Quincy splits it with Prosser, 5-4, 9-1 are those finals. Ephrata sweeps Othello, 4-1 and 17-1. Liberty Bell takes care of Manson. They win it 11-2 and 10-0. And the Shockers zap Mary Walker, 18-8 and 14-zip.
All right, that's a look at sports. Reporting for Wenatchee, Kate Calvin, NCWLIFE.
Monday means the next edition of the Wenatchee World is on its way to your mailbox. Here's what to expect tomorrow from the Wenatchee Valley's local newspaper.
In Tuesday's paper, we have a story on the Chelan County deputy coroner. We also have photos of the Wenatchee Marathon and a baseball story where OMAC comes out on top. Also, be sure to check out Thursday's Go section because it'll have all of the things you need for the Apple Blossom Festival, which is coming this weekend. And be sure to check out all that and more at WenatcheeWorld.com.
Emily, thank you, and that will do it for this Monday edition of the NCWLIFE Evening News. Remember, if you see news happening, let us know. Email your news tips to news@ncwlife.com or just give us a call at 888-6295. Our channel is also available on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.
At Colonial Vista Senior Living, we believe life is meant to be lived fully. Our wellness programs inspire residents to stay strong, flexible, and confident every day. Here, curiosity is encouraged, friendships are nurtured, and every activity is an opportunity to connect, create, and enjoy life together. We invite you to experience the lifestyle at Colonial Vista Senior Living for yourself and discover why so many call our community home.
Community is more than just a place. It's the people, stories, and connections we share. At the Wenatchee World, we're your neighbors, your storytellers, and your trusted voice. From uncovering the issues that matter most to celebrating the moments that bring us together. We deliver the stories that keep the community moving forward. The Wenatchee World, your community voice, here every day.